Hello everybody and welcome back to another account review. Today we are on the imaginary only account, taking a look at somebody else who is trying their hand in an only series and seeing how well imaginary men can beat Honkai Star Rail. But before we review this account, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, as only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed. And we're going to be doing a giveaway at 150,000 subscribers, which is coming up super soon. So subscribe to stay in tune for that. And boys, let's get into our video. Also, random complaint. Why do I always spawn in DV Universe whenever I log into one of these accounts? Every single time I'm right next to it. Okay, complaint over. Anyways, let's see how well the all men imaginary team can do. So we got, oh no, wait, there's 2 females. Oh no, there's 3 females. Oh wait, no, there's 4. I thought all the imaginary characters were dudes. I won't even lie. I thought all of them were dudes. Apparently I was completely wrong. Anyways, you know, there actually are a couple girls in this account and they seem to have, I think this is all the imaginary characters. I think this is all of them. Let me double check. Hold up. Databank. Do we have every imaginary character? Let's scroll down our little list. I don't see anybody yet. No missing, no missing, none missing. We have every imaginary character. Heck yeah, baby. That is sick. So this account is already pretty far in the game. I checked and they are Trailblaze level 68, which is pretty far. Their bio says next up is getting the Dr. Ratio Light Cone and his Eidolons. That is if he ever gets a rerun. Oh yeah, doesn't he have one next update? Oh yeah, he does. I forgot. Anyways, this account seems to be pretty developed. They're pretty far into the story. They've completed a lot of the events. Their endgame content is pretty decent. It's nothing spectacular. Honestly, I think they could maybe go a little bit farther, but it's hard to say. I haven't seen the characters yet, so we're going to have to do that first before we actually check out and see if we even have the capabilities of doing endgame. But before any of that, I do want to check. Are they free to play? Looks like it. No Oneric shards. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. I'm going to be honest, if you're not buying the $1 pack, you are probably free to play. Nameless Honor looks to be a free to play account. Looks to be like it. Also, light cone inventory, what are we looking at? Ooh, we got a lot of 5-star light cones. Wait, there's an interesting one here. Why is Topaz light cone here? Who is that good on? Maybe Ratio? Yeah, I guess it could be good on Ratio, but if you're going for the Ratio light cone anyways, you probably don't need that as much. Other than that, we have the Welt signature, the Aventurine signature, Rapa, Sunday, and My Day. Very, very nice stuff there. I don't think there's too many signatures we missed out on other than Imbiber Lune. We didn't get his signature, I guess. He doesn't necessarily need it, although bro kind of has fallen out of the meta. And I guess we also missed the Luocha signature, which again, I don't think is that dramatic. You can probably miss out on this. Well, other than that, we have most of our 5 stars with their signatures, and we have Topaz's light cone on March. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Okay, I thought it'd be on Ratio. No, Ratio is using the Hunt light cone. Okay, very, very interesting. Let's see the March then. So 78 117 is a good ratio. We have the Worrisome Blissful light cone. Definitely a good light cone for her. Could definitely use some improved traces. In fact, let's just go through traces on all the characters quickly. My Day 988, Sunday 777, Welt is 6. Oh yeah, we need a lot of improved traces. I mean, Luocha's at 222. I mean, Roba's at 10-10-10. Ratio's at 10-10-10. Adventurine's at 10-10. Lune's at 6-6-6. Man, the disrespect to Luocha is insane. Although I don't think he's probably a high priority for traces, I would imagine. But damn. Anyways, continuing on with March. Relic's 4-piece Musketeer. I think this is what I have on my March too. Which is just regular like crit stats, that sort of thing. Break effect rope. That's all good and dandy for her. She has 69% break effect. Good crit ratio. A little low on the speed. But either way, a very solid March. Yukong is next. She's rocking Planetary Rendezvous. Superposition 4. Can we get the last one? Hold up. We cannot. Sag. Traces 767. Definitely could be improved. And we have no relics. Depression. What's the Eidolon? 6. 6 and no relics. Come on, spare Yukong some relics. Oh, I guess they're on other characters for the moment. That's okay. That's okay. You're probably not using Yukong in too much content right now, I would imagine. Since this account has 12 characters, you gotta leave out 4 of them. And I imagine Yukong, probably one of them. Next up, Lune. 5 Fall of the Ion can get this thing to level 80. But then again, I'm going to guess that Don Heng is probably one of those characters that we leave out of endgame. He just has no really viable teams and no way to manage skill points. So I imagine most of the time we're leaving this boy out of endgame. There's practically no reason to use him. He's also on 4-piece Musketeer. Not as great as set, but also not his worst set. Yeah, he has some okay stuff. I mean, attack percent orb, I think imaginary damage is generally recommended on him. Just haven't seemed to got one yet. Or actually, that's true for March as well. No imaginary damage on March. Opted for attack percent instead. Again, I guess we're just missing them, or maybe they just don't have good as sub-stats. Yeah, this one only has attack percent, whereas the attack percent one has some speed and crit damage. So, interesting choice. Honestly, I do wonder if it's just more efficient to go the imaginary damage orb and sacrifice the crit damage. I honestly think it might be worth it just to sacrifice the crit damage and just go imaginary orb. I think that's fine. That's probably what I would opt for. I think generally it would just do more damage than 10% extra crit damage. Anyways, pausing from characters for a little bit, I do just want to take a look at some of their end game, like their AP Shadow. What do we do in AP Shadow? We can see their previous teams. Let's see the teams here. So we only got up to floor 4. We're not able to do floor 4, but previously we used Rappa Break with Aventurine in March, which is certainly interesting. And then like a My Day Sunday team with Welt and Luocha. Interesting. I mean, that's actually a pretty normal team besides the Welt. Before that, it seems to be the same teams throughout. Pretty normal stuff. Like I expected, we're leaving out the Imbiber Lune. We're also leaving out the Yukong. Not too much a surprise there. Also, by the way, I miscounted. I'm an idiot. There's not 12 characters. There's 11. I'm just stupid. I guess that would also mean we're leaving out Ratio for a bit of content, although I think Ratio could be useful in some places. Although, yeah, I mean, you don't have a great teams for Ratio here. Not great teams for Ratio. Either way, though, we have the S5 Light Cone, 10, 10, 10. Crazy relics. You can tell because we got 80, 167 here. Low speed, which is kind of unfortunate. But nonetheless, it's a Ratio. I imagine, again, we probably don't use this guy too much. We didn't see him being used in AP Shadow there. And for an endgame like Pure Fiction, which we only got 5 stars in, by the way. Can we do better than that? I mean, we got some good characters for it, right? Because we got Rappa. I mean, ooh, we only got 38k. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. So you probably go break damage one side, right? And then you go break team like Rappa, Trailblazer, some other stuff. Probably Aventurine, and then the other side would probably go like a Mide comp with Welt, Sunday, and then probably Imbiber Lune, because you don't want to use March there because she's single target, right? I mean, Imbiber Lune isn't great either, but yeah, that's really rough. That's really rough. I mean, I guess you could go the follow-up attack buff, and then you could throw maybe Ratio in there. Wouldn't be terrible, but it's also not great either. Yeah, some really awkward teams for those 2 floors. Would be really weird Pure Fiction content. Either way, let's keep going through the characters here. So Aventurine, signature. In fact, let's just check the rest of the signatures. Boom, 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 boom. All the rest of the 5 stars got their signatures. And by the way, imaginary only do got the dance, dance, dance on the Trailblazer. That's base. That's awesome. And Luocha does have shared feeling. Hey, Luocha is just a sack build, man. Bro is out here crying for relics, for trace upgrades. He needs a lot to be better. I mean, he'll still heal. He'll definitely heal, just not as much as probably normally would. 42% versus whatever the max level here is. I mean, poor boy's probably healing like none of the character's HP, but I guess Mide doesn't need too much healing because he has the revive. Speaking of which, his light cone's only at 70. What are we doing? I would do this for you, but I don't want to waste any materials that you don't want to use. But get this thing to 80 immediately. Hopefully there's no other complete violations here. On the fall of an Ion 70. Come on, man. Get these to 7. Get these to 80. Come on. Also these to 10, 10, 10 as well. That's also important. Relics seem to be doing pretty good though. Got probably the best in slot for him. Could use some better stats. Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh. That is a nutty piece. And it gives you a 220 to 50 ratio. Damn. Does he get natural crit rate? Again, I can't remember. Yeah, he does get natural crit rate. I forgot about that. Yeah. So that's actually a really good ratio for him. Speaking of which, his pairing is going to be Sunday. Although Sunday can really work with anybody here. Although there's nobody with summons, so he won't be as good. Definitely not. Either way though, level 80 light cone, which you love to see. Traces are 767, and we got some good relics. We prioritizing crit damage, We got some speed, exactly what you want to see on him. This allows him to have 126 speed. Excuse me. Maybe I was capping about the good relics thing. I was definitely capping about the good relics thing. Yeah, we need a lot more speed on Sunday, unless we're making him slower than my day. So my day goes first. Maybe there's some speed tuning thing here, that I'm not aware of, but I'm not really into the speed tuning game, so I won't comment too much on it. Next up, Welt. Again, definitely needs better traces. I think that's the main thing I would say for this account. Is just everybody needs better okay, not everybody, but most characters need better traces for sure. Start with the violation here on Luocha. He also has a plus 12 relic. I guess we're not completely done this build yet, but that's completely fine. Not every build's going to be completely finished. He's also E2. Oh, you love to see it. Oh, you absolutely love to see this. Great stuff. Can we get even more welts? What's our wish count? We got 43 up here, and we got 0 down here. Damn. But that is pretty good savings for ratio. I mean, maybe you get a copy of him. I don't know how worth it is to get his Eidolons, but you are at like 0 pity, so I don't think it'll happen, but you never know. Might get the 0.111% chance. Who knows? Either way, I think we've pretty much seen all the builds. I feel like I've gone through pretty much everything I could. Besides the Eidolons, did I miss any Eidolons? Aventurine 0, Ratio 0, and Luocha 0. Rappa's E0, Welt is E2, Luocha's E0, Sunday's E0, my day is E1. Hey, you love to see it. Probably the best E1 you could have got. Probably the best one. Sunday E1 is also pretty nice, except this requires a summon, and there's no summons on this account. So actually, the My Day E1 is probably the best one we could have got for this account. You love to see it. Plus his light cone, which, bro, I want to do this so bad, but I don't want to use materials that this person doesn't want to use, and I don't do that when I'm on other people's accounts. So we will not do that. Either way, let's head over to the Astral Express. And the one end game which we haven't seen yet is MOC. So they got to MOC 7. Interesting. We can't do MOC 8, which I find that probably isn't true, because I could do MOC 8 on Nihility only, and I had 0 sustains. Plus, there's an imaginary weakness on one side. Surely we can do this. I have faith that we can. We put the break team on one side, right? With Rappa, you, Ratio, man, nah. I mean, bottom half is definitely Me Day and Sunday. And then how do you flesh out these teams? You do Aventurine top, Luocha bottom, for sure. And then who else do you add? Maybe Welt top, or Welt could honestly work for either side. We might need a little more sustain on the bottom, because like I said, Luocha only has like 2 talents. So we'll put him on the bottom. And then for our last slot for the top, I guess we just go Ratio then. I mean, it's not like we need crit rate and damage from Yukong, plus she only has plus 0 relics. Yeah, I guess this is a squad. All right, kind of a weird team, but it should be able to do something. I feel like there's some chance we beat this for them. I mean, let's see. Let's see. Taunt with Ratio. Let's go in. Can imaginary only defeat stage 8? We're going to find out here. It might be a little tough. In fact, I don't have a ton of faith here, but we going to try our best. We're going to need to get up that Harmony Trailblazer ult as soon as humanly possible. There it is. We got the ult. And I think Rappa can break anything on the field, right? That's just how she works? Yeah, she can break anything on the field. Okay, great. She killed a couple of them, not all of them, but she gets a second turn here. And now she broke both the dogs. Awesome. Yeah, bro, we're going to smash this. This is easy. Actually, the freest thing of all time. Rappa got it done. Actual easy clap. All you need is sustain, which is why I've been praying for that on all my accounts for all this time. I've never had one sustain, so I'm jealous of accounts like this, because all of my challenge accounts have 0 sustain, and it makes me very depressed. So this account is actually quite lucky. Either way, we're going to get a couple more hits off here. We need to start breaking these guys down, because we want Rappa to get a big break here. And her turn's coming up. Unless Aventurine steals he stole the break. Whatever, she got one. Is what it is. Let's get the whatever that move is. Get our super break back up. Yes, sir. Oh, we're going to kill this. I'm surprised they haven't done floor 8, because this seems so free. I mean, we are crushing this. Look at that super break. Rappa's crazy. Even Dr. Ratio getting stuff done here. He's going wild on these enemies. Look at that. Bam, baby. Come on. Free. One more Rappa. Yes, sir. We done, right? This is it. He dead? We beat it. Let's go. Second side. It's time. This side might be a little bit bit trickier, but I mean, Maiday's here though, so it can't be that tricky, right? Surely we can do this. Let's see here. Can we ascend their account to floor 8? Should be pretty easy. Maiday's a great character. He's going to be good for a little while. He's going to be good in this MOC in particular, and he does about 60k damage. Nuts. You'll love to see it. He just murdered both those enemies in cold blood. Goodbye. 63k. And you know what? Even though he doesn't have a summon, it doesn't mean Sunday's terrible with him. He doesn't take skill points, so Welt's going to get a couple more here. We can restore. Get that freaking... What's that debuff called? I can't remember. The ice debuff. Oh, gosh, there be God. Oh my gosh, he's dead. This is so free. Oh, wait. This is the enemy that has the one you have to break. The dinosaur, I think you have to break that enemy before you can actually do any real damage to it. But luckily, it has imaginary weakness, which is very fortunate for us. Very, very fortunate. Let's bring up Maiday in the turn order. He's going to get something crazy done. Did he get Goth There Be God? I think he did. Oh, wait, no, that's my ult. I guess I did click that button. Hey. Go off. Break the dinosaur. Just a little bit more, boys. A little bit more. We gonna do this. Hit that dinosaur. Uh-oh. I mean, we did do 100k. Goth There Be God. Oh, my gosh, we won. Bro, that was easy. Ah. Oh my gosh, that was so free. Floor 8. Honestly, I guarantee this account could do floor 9. I don't want to do it all for them, so I'll leave the rest for this account to do. But either way, congratulations on the 60 Jades. And I would say this was a pretty successful account review. Super cool account. I think they're going in a really good direction. Got all the right characters. Could maybe use a couple more Eidolons, but they got a lot of the best in slot light cones, which you love to see on an account like this. So either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And if you did, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. And boys, I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace.